Hello once again, everybody. I am Son of Kenneth, and this is Foundation. So, we are continuing once again right where we left off last time. So, it is time for promotion. Yes, we figured out in the last episode exactly what we need to do in order to promote people and have houses start being built again. Because since the update, they did kind of do that a little bit differently. And I'll tell you what, it's actually pretty cool the system now that you can promote people yourself. Not so cool that I gotta spend so much money. I only can promote a very limited number of people currently, and we do have more than enough people coming in. We have to start watching our food because I do not want to go down. We only have one food source here. We don't have any lakes or rivers that are going to give us that little bit of edge by having the Fisher's Hut. No, we are currently solely relying on berries. I want to get a good stockpile of wheat and flour within my warehouses before I start building a bakery. And twofold, because once you build a bakery, you are going to be then susceptible to the monsoon season or hurricane season, however you like to, you know, I believe it's hurricane season within the game process, but that I don't want that to begin because you do take negatives to your foraging and to your farming. So I don't want those negatives right off the gate while I'm just building up that industry. And by having such a stockpile, I'll be able to hopefully produce enough bread in order to gain a nice little stockpile as well. So let's take a look who we have here. We do have a forager level 4. That is the only level 4 worker here. I think I'm going to kind of stick to the rule of thumb of level 4 promotions for sure. I might, go against that rule when we have a really good surplus of money. So in the last episode, we did, because of the Lord Manor, increase the amount of money that we can currently hold, which is great. Because, like I said, hate money bleeding. Really hate it. Okay, so were you level 4? Yep, alright, right there. So we're enough. We're done. That's good. So hopefully they decide to either build another house or spur the density building of a house. Um, so we still need to be able to promote somebody to commoner. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that, but we are. I can assign another person here. How many people do I have unemployed? Three people, which is great. I got 2 people working here. I do need at least 2 here and 1 here. Now, what we could really do is knock down 1 person out of here and put them over here. So that way we can have 2 and 2 because this forest area is getting further and further away. So they do have to travel more and they're not going to be as effective as far as tree removal is concerned. And another thing which I probably am going to kill off right now is the reforestation because this lady is coming and putting a couple of trees and then these people are just coming and cutting them right down. So they're not actually going and cutting what I would prefer them to cut. So speaking of that, let's just make this all extraction over here. It's all of it. All of it. You can take all of that wood. Oops, I right clicked. Let's get out of there. Alright, so I'm keeping up these zoning, I guess, desirability factors, just so can kind of keep tab on what's making it really desirable, what's not. Of course, the marketplace and the well absolutely drive the desirability of the housing areas up. And I think this is going to be a cool little area over here. So we have 2 more people who are just deciding to join. We are going to pause the immigration for a little bit because I don't want to lose hold on the amount of food we have. We could, if we really needed to, come and gather more berries over here, but that would, for me, not be preferable because, well, the new Lord's Manor is going to be within this area, and I kind of wish I could remove those. Really do, because I don't like the aesthetics of them. There does seem to be the tiniest of pathways in order to get up here through the hilly area. Hmm. I probably will need to put another lumber camp over here just to clear this out. Just to clear out. And you can see all the oak trees that are being planted here, which is kind of cool in a sense because you could deforest an area of these pinish type trees and make it an oak forest if you really wanted to. But anyways, I digress. Hmm. Might not have really technically needed to split that because it doesn't seem that they're pathing, which you would think it'd be faster if they pathed this way, is allowing them to. They're kind of going all the way around. Yeah, that's alright for the time being. So my housing desirability over here is going to take a substantial hit once I start mining this iron, but we are for sure keeping that industry. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Okay, look, clothing and lumber. What else do we want to do? Oh, all my clothing just went bye-bye. Hmm, did I sell it all? Where, where's that trader? I'm just pausing to see if I can't find that trader. He's transporting. What is he transporting? What is he bringing over here? He bought brought all the clothing. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I never had any of this set up for clothing. Huh. Yeah, we have an overabundance of wool, cloth, wood, and planks here. We have a very high surplus of stuff, which is great. Absolutely great. And we're still doesn't seem like we're hitting too bad of a hit on berries. Where did the They're foragers and they came from all the way up there. Oh, so when they no longer can find berries over there, now they're starting to hit up berries over there. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Ah, bad clicky. Market always seems to do that. So there is our secondary market right here. We can kind of take a look and just kind of, we know we're going to put berries there. That's going to happen. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't think it would be the end of the world to assign one person over here. We do have a person available, so why not? Somebody seems to be kind of coming over here to take a break anyways. So, there's the new market. She's bringing the goods, and let her sell. Why not? She is actually really close to these gatherers' huts, so she might be able to pull resources straight out of there. The granary is not too far away itself. But since granaries don't give any negatives, I do have all three of these slots for berries because I was having way too many berries. So we should look actually at this. How much wheat do we currently have? 0, because it's all becoming into flour. It is. Just because we have the space, I am going to throw that down with flour as well. Even though I think this one is taking care of that flour right now. Oh, look, we have an emissary coming. He's going to come up right up to my house. He is. What would you... No, I'm sorry. I don't have any fish. You can get the heck out of here. So once we get this cleared up, that'll be awesome. We can have some hill farms going on there. I might be able to pop one more in over here. I know we do have this warehouse kind of close right now, but it's for the good. You know what? Let's just put cloth and wool as well, just because we are reaching those maximums. I'm trying to keep this at a very decent level. Yeah, they're starting to fill up, so we want to keep the production rolling just a little bit. So looking down on here again, we are not selling really anything worth anything. I think we do. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be warehouses. I'm checking the wrong thing. Yeah, we do have polished stone here. We might want to consider doing more polished stone as well. So, tell you what. I want to keep this area pretty clear just for the walk up. But we're going to throw down another hut. I'm a little concerned with the continued spread of the negative though. Mm, mm, mm. And it would suck to just go and transport resources back and forth like this. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a hard one. Throw them back there though. Ooh, I hate that red paint. I just dislike it very much. The desirability here is extremely low. Not at all where I'd want that at. So let's look at doing something, which unfortunately all we have is decorative bushes. But we do have these crates. One wood. I'm just gonna throw down some crates. I don't know if it does anything to increase our ability. Let's just do an example. No, it does not. Yeah, we're gonna delete those. Oh, leaves a little scorched earth there, huh? So unfortunately, all we have are these darn decorative bushes. It's so unfortunate that we have to succumb ourselves to doing this. Not cool at all, but we'll try to spread them out just a little bit so it's not horrible. Yeah. And I'm not willing to spend all that on planks here. So these are still promoted serfs. We actually have a freak ton of gold here. Didn't even realize I was leveling up. Oh, we still have one unemployed person as well. Let's just throw him over there real quick. Okay, we don't have any level. Oh, no, we do have one level 4. Just because I want a few more houses going, I am going to go through and promote a couple more people here. And so far, because of those name mods that I'm using, we do have some very unique names, to say the least. But on top of that, we don't have any just villager, you know, and a number behind it, which I really do enjoy. Does excite me just a little bit. Well, let's look at a couple of these level 3 individuals here. Is that enough? There's a couple more level 4s, so let's just hit up these level 4 farmers. And you know what? 1, 2, 3. We're not gonna go crazy. Alright, we're not gonna go crazy, but I hope to see a few more houses end up popping up. Let's look at residential zoning. Ton planned. Obviously we have this here, so we can kind of knock that out a little bit. And let's just clean up that edge. Let's just clean it up. Okay. And there we go. We'll leave it like that for the time being. But we can actually start putting down a little bit of residential over here. Ooh. Right clicked. And this is the expansion area that we'll kind of start in right off to this side. Let's see what happens. You can see that actually we do have a decent amount of people coming over here to experience that, so that way this initial market square is not going to be so overwhelmed, so to speak. So once we get this residential area kind of mapped out, I'll probably just go along and put some fencing behind this. In a sense, maybe I shouldn't have rounded it off so much like I did, only because it doesn't give a clear through path. So we might have to change up a little bit of how that market is functioning. So we have a lot of houses that all of a sudden got completed. I don't know if those were probably upgrades and those went really quickly. Oh, but there are seems to be a new house being built right away as a bigger one. I don't think that one was there before. I do not believe it was. Very nice, dude. I do like it right by the windmill. And actually, we are going to look at another well right over here. Just for a little bit of increase in the lookity-doo. A few more houses completed. Nobody else is really building out over this way, so we are still meeting our current housing needs with a lot of the houses being upgraded. The reasoning for this, well, twofold. The look, and eventually I do plan on having bakery kind of way over here. We're gonna put multiple bakeries as well as windmills in this area. So this is kind of like our, like I said, bakery way, the area where all our bakers will be at, and a lot of towns do seem to kind of have that. We'll continue with our farming in this area, so farming, milling, and baking, and then this will probably all be kind of a residential thing. Think might do another market back here, and this is why I kind of wish we could actually have used those like the butcher mod and all that, because it would have been very nice to have kind of a butcher district within some aspects of this town, because I don't want to make everything super pretty. You know, if there was a like lower class part of town that just house the serves, it would be more near the baking districts and the butcher districts, you know, that type of area. And this would have been kind of a perfect kind of lower class suburb, well, I won't say suburb, but a lower class area that the serfs would be able to kind of live in. I wouldn't have to make super desirable or anything like that. I wouldn't worry about desirability factors so much. We could have even maybe even moved some industries there. I wouldn't want to really say that because looking at it, like, I mean, we could have put the sawmills over there, but then we have that transportation issue, you know? So it's always finding that really good balance. And we still do have a lot of gold coming in. This is a little bit insane. I'm sure it's particularly due to the trading that we're doing. I'm sure that's bringing in a lot of money. I mean enough. Actually our villager consumption is looking very good. Our territory taxes are in the twos. All right, cool. We made another 140. We're gonna be starting to bottom out once again. So we're gonna have to start looking at more things to spend money on. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. What am I gonna spend some money on? Well, we could start thinking about thinking about the cows. Cattle farm? No, that's not. I swear I took off those mods, but they're still here. There's another farm. Oh, sorry, I just we don't have a villager to assign. We are gonna allow immigration one more pop. That way we could get a villager for that. We're still having no true issues with food. Alright. Yeah, this cattle farm is not the correct cattle farm. I did remember taking all those mods out, but apparently they're still showing up in the game. I took them out because really, yeah, the models that they're using are very, very, very ugly. I mean, even the butchery, It's very unfortunate. Because I really would have liked to use them. Huh. I guess I don't have those unlocked yet, but we know what we could do. Does this cost any upfront gold? It does. Okay. 4 more people decided to join the village. We will turn that immigration off right away. And we will start looking at this bad boy church here. We don't technically need it. You want an audience? What do you want? I'll come back to that. I'm sorry, we don't have any bread, so none of that. New people, looks like they're coming right now. Following the lumberjack here. I needed a person for something. Now I totally forgot where I was gonna place that person. Oh yeah, yep. There we go. Let's look at a couple of our other jobs here. Well, pop that up to 3. Pop that up to 3. I really don't need more stone cutters. Pop that up to 3. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. It would be all the people that came in. We'll start moving. Oh, moving people around. Okay, cool. Let's get back to this church here. Now, it's kind of in a weird spot. I would prefer it like that. On the topmost part of the hill. Yep. Okay, of course, we would like... Oh, this is a door. I mean, door A always looks so much better, so we're going to throw that down. Looks very nice. So we definitely need extensions right out the gate. Of course, you need your little cross going along there. Alright, these extensions are going to give us a little more in the way of gold expense, which I absolutely do want right now. Let's look at these towers. So we can tower that. And maybe kind of do that extension with that one right there. Another one of these right in the back. I really don't necessarily like that extension like that, but it will definitely help making sure that we have a plenty of space. Oh, that's not going to mesh out right, is it? It's going to be a little uneven. But plenty of space for worshippers when we do get to that point. And, of course we want symmetry. Don't know if I necessarily really like the look of that. Maybe do it like that. Can we raise these up? We can. But we can't put any extensions on the extensions, which is unfortunate. But, nope, I thought we could throw that on there. In between. Oh, that would be so cool. Maybe we can. Nope. No, I don't know. That does not look good at all. We'll remove that. Nope, that looks kind of dopey. Just want to see the look. If I was to do that, then I'd get rid of that. I would only have one back there. We'd throw down this extension. And we'd pop these up about, nope. Ah, they're going to be a little uneven as well. You know, they came off the same bubble, which is unfortunate. And we would throw this here and bring that up as well. You're not up far enough. Yes and no. I think there's a far enough and too far factor here. Yeah, no, we'll bring that both down. Bring that down. No, and that's going to have to be up there. So this extension can have extensions onto it, but that one cannot. Why is that? What are you not telling me? Don't really like that. We will leave that like that. Wish you could have a little bit of stained glass on there. That would be kind of cool. We are going to put one more cross on this little U-dig. So it's going to cost us 232 gold, and we have everything except for the tools. But we will start the construction of this, and we will increase our maximum tools that we can hold so we can get a bit more. I should have just held it down. We'll go to 35. Unpause. We have a lot of money. Oh, look, I mean, we're almost back up to the 430 again. So this is the same thing that basically happened to me the last time that I, built a village. There's this middle ground point where I'm getting just a ton of cash, but then we ran into money issues. Hopefully the same does not occur. We can continue to keep our economy flowing at the same pace of progression. I mean, people having the ability to move houses now on their own accord is really nice, because that means people will never be too far away from their job, which should hopefully help maintain happiness. So these guys are really starting to work on these trees here. I hope. It does look like less. Oh, I kind of wish these farmers would not go all the way around. Let's reestablish. You know what? Where are you? Painting? Forbidden land. Zoom you down. Kind of hate to do this because it's going to screw that up a little bit. But hopefully that solves this problem. And they start pathing the other way. And then once that they're repathed this way, then I can unforbid this land. Okay. Yeah. Do not like that. And I think that was a tip that uh, one of the loyal channel supporters, the only real channel supporter that I have, recommended originally when I was working on a tavern. So we'll see if this does end up working out. Okay, still can only promote to surf. Okay. So how do I promote somebody to commoner now? Well, this weaver, yep. You know what? Screw it. Promote all. You're all serfs now. Congratulations. I behoove it. Let's see if more houses end up getting built. Hopefully so. I would imagine that they would have to start building more houses. Yeah, here we go. Starting with the more houses. I like it. It actually is going to use up some of our lumber, which is really good because we have way too much of that. I think it's 10 lumber. Yep, 10 wood. I say lumber, but it is technically wood. Oh, yep, some people are starting to come over here now too, which is great. It looks like we're functioning at a little bit of a loss. And maybe that's because they're all serfs, but it did say I should get more money from them. Alright, so what's working here? We have a lot of flour. Let's also make this flour. Let's just keep the flour going. As long as we have those open granary spaces, we might as well at least have some sort of resource going into them, because it does not make any sense not to have at least something. Looks like we have a house upgrade going on as well. Yeah, very high desirability here. This, I mean, right off the market. I can't blame them. That market looks cute as hell. Yeah, a couple more villagers starting to come over here. Oh, real cool. Actually, we're gonna paint a little bit of res over here. Yeah, just get that going. See a couple more houses being thrown down. Yep, yep, yep. Go, go up to there. For the time being. Yeah. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of those lacks. Well, they can build a freaking house if they want to, then. Alright. One more house to be built over here. They should be able to fit it in. Oh, that line is very ugly. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're definitely creating some very desirable space for villages to live in, which is awesome. A lot of houses are just undergoing density upgrades like crazy, which is awesome. I mean, like I said, we did a little bit of lax in the villager spacing needs, but that's quite all right. Look, we had the money, I had to spend it, and I think it's going to go towards a better benefit in the long run. Really, I'm thinking about doing the bakery because we're going to really need to look at needs here. Our food needs are going to start hitting kind of hard. Might have to do a little bit more foraging. Might have to break down and build that foragers area up here. Or just make each one of these a 3-banger and kind of reduce some of the other workforce for this. Let's just do that for the time being. Gatherer's hut. Just to kind of meet the more demand that we're going to be having coming around here. Like literally, it's Gatherer's hut. I'm keep on foragers. Forger's hut is just firmly in my mindset. Right there. Well, let's get these bad boys placed. I definitely do want to make sure that we have enough. You can see they ran out and they went running over to that other source. So, looking in on that, let's just go and buy that little bad boy right there. And let's just mark that up for extraction so that way they can also run over there and gather from that point as well. No need that for them to go all the way up there. That should be a quicker journey for these guys, and even no, that would be a quicker journey for them. So are we gonna increase immigration again? No, we're gonna reshuffle a little bit of the workforce, but with 2 berry bushes over here, this is actually probably a more preferable foragers area. So I mean, I'm not going to ever look to replace these areas, but I might look to reduce the amount of buildings that are there. Actually, let's just delete that. Where you at? We'll delete you too. Okay. Everybody's working on the church anyways. Look at that thing. Oh, it is almost done. It's almost done. Uh-oh. Losing a lot of money. Because we bought a bunch of tools. I got too cocky. So let's reduce this back down to 20. We spent a lot on trade in order to get all those tools. That one trade hit all at once kind of screwed us. Oof, 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 oof. Yep, we are officially going negative. So housing and wells are lacking. Well, that's because there's a lot of upgrades going on. So actually, I'm not going to build anything at the current time. We're going to kind of let our money situation kind of settle out. Went a little spend crazy here. Trying to do it all at once. Trade expenses are just too expensive this particular week. So we're going to be taking 2 weeks of losses. Yep. Hopefully that'll trade and change because of the trade income this time, because we should not spend anything for trade. I hope not. Oh, sorry. That was budget, but I also meant to go to trade. What do we set this at? We set it at 20. We only have 15 tools. Let's just go down to 10. Let's keep it at 10 for the time being. I think we spent anyways. Yeah, we did. Unfortunate. This envoy does want my attention. What do you want? Yep, I'm sorry. Keeping it all. Nope, don't want to follow you. Don't want to follow you. Alright. Oh, oh, wow. A lot of people are going to go and get some faith needs now. Which is cool. See, still 0-1 priest assigned, so I don't know where you get priests at. Still going to be wondering about that. I don't know if priests have been implemented or not. Yeah, look at that. I think this church is pretty freaking cool on top of the hill. I will, of course, do a remodel on this. I do want this kind of to be a centerpiece rustic church. Would have been really cool actually to put a super nice church on this. But what I'm thinking is, man, maybe we'll put, I know we want to do a castle up here. We do a castle church type thing. Or maybe we can do like a monastery type situation. No, the monastery is separate, but maybe we could do a church up on here. Yeah, there's a lot of options. We're still kind of just bleeding some gold here. So it looks like our villager consumption should be able to take care of maintenance and taxes as long as we stay on par. It's just the trade. As long as we're not spending a bunch of money on trade, we'll be all right. Oh, now we can make a commoner, but I don't have any gold. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. We should not have any trade expenses whatsoever this time around. So when we get commoners, we can have people buying the clothing that we have an excessive stockpile on. What are we at? So much. So much. Actually, this lumber camp, we're just gonna delete that. I know that leaves us with 2 people. And that was red. Somebody's getting caught on something. Leaves us with two people unemployed, which is unfortunate for them. At least it should have. Unless it just filled up the other Forester camps there. Alright, looks like the houses are being met. Housing needs are definitely pretty well up there. 9 villagers are lacking faith, but I think we'll be alright. I still have that up. 55 out of 55. There's still plenty of people wanting to go to church. What do you say? And you built it, and they shall come. Or once you build it, they shall come. Either way, they definitely hit that church up quick. Yeah, berries are still doing very well. Starting to not be so negative as far as budget is concerned. Still hitting the negatives. Hopefully I can get that taken care of. Definitely probably went too far with building the church as far as expenses are concerned. Well, negative 103. Hmm. Huh, 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 huh. Oh, all of a sudden we got hit by a bunch of gold. Hmm. I might have to just bust down and buy a bakery. What are current stockpiles at? Oh, you know what? I wasn't even looking at the time. You know what? This episode did definitely run a little bit longer than what I would have liked it to, but that's quite all right. Once again, this is Foundation. I am son of Kenneth. And if you guys found yourself enjoying this episode, please, by all means, feel free to leave a like, a comment, or if you really like the episode, you like me, you like the series, you like everything that's going on, hey, you know what? Subscribe to my channel. Helps it grow. I only got like 13 people. So the more the merrier. We definitely, I especially, welcome welcome you with open arms. But as always, you guys keep on gaming and have a wonderful night.